I'm doing this one for the culture. I'm doing this show. I'm only doing half of this show. I'm doing it for the culture. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is Feel Good Friday. It is Friday, December the 5th, 2025. 1 minute after the hour, guys. Welcome, 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 and triple welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko and the Queen Janice. We truly, truly appreciate you. And shout out to all my folks over there in YouTube land. Thank you so much. 8 years strong. I keep saying I'm going to get the correct date because we're going to have an anniversary. And we want all you guys to participate. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Like I said, I'm doing this for the culture. I'm not doing the show. We usually do an hour show. I'm done. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Yo, Tyrone, what's going on over there in YouTube land, man? I appreciate you over there. My man Tyrone Brunson, man. What's up, brother? Hope all is well with you during this holiday season. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute as well. And before what did I say? Oh yeah, and this week get your morning loves, morning start right. We're in it. I want to start off this show, Tyrone, man, with nothing but joy in my heart because I'm filled with gratitude this morning, and I hope that you guys can just take a moment. And in spite of what you're going through, whether it's good, bad, or a difference, and just, sometimes we just need to take a moment and go, wow, I'm like really grateful for where I'm at right now in this moment in your life when you have one life to live. And I say all this to say that last night, I got a call from the New York King Talent to do a show in Queens, New York last night. I'm talking about in the back of Queens. If you're from New York, if you're familiar with New York, you got the Queens on the Manhattan side, and then you got Queens going all the way to the Long Island side. And that's where I went last night to this restaurant bar named Truth Lounge. And this place is filled with nothing but love, great service, and great food. And the owner is amazing, and the staff is amazing. And I'm not saying that because I work there. I'm telling the truth. And it was cold outside last night. Put a number one chat room if you're being affected by the weather. I'm not staying long. I'm not staying long today. I'm going to tell you why. And it's the amazing thing about New York City is like, Alfredo, good morning. God bless you. Thank you so much for, tuning in from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring. I really appreciate it. And I want to give a shout out to Nicole Harris. I can do that, man. And it was cold outside last night. It started getting really cold last night. And it's weird. When the comedy show started, wasn't a lot of people in there when we started the comedy show. And by the way, this show starts at 10 o'clock. Yeah, a little bit after 10. And that's another thing about New York. Events start late, but the place is packed. Where I live in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, people are asleep at 10 o'clock at night. And we had such a good time. Chanel, who sung for us at the Shawn Harvey Morning Show podcast event, she was there. She sung. The comedians were funny. My man, Mark Gregory, who's, by the way, the nephew of the world famous Dick Gregory. He's a co-worker of mine and a beloved nephew in the game. I like to call some of these folks nephews, some of these men in a loving, respectful way. He was so funny. And we were all funny. And I was having a good time, and I so submerged. Then I ran into some people that I didn't see in a while, and that's always good when you run into folks that you haven't seen in a while, and it's nothing but unconditional love, Tyrone. Just nothing afraid of. I'm for sure that you guys have experienced running into folks that at an event or, things that you'll have in common bond with each other. And it's nothing but love, harmony, and peace. And sometimes that's what we need. We need to just be around folks that we're all on the same page. And it was nothing but love. So submerged. And then, after I got off the stage, the room was almost packed. uh, which is amazing to the staff. You know, this restaurant, Truth Lounge in Queens, has a really good reputation. So people come out, and on the weekends they said it's packed in there and it's good. And it's a guy who, you know, it's an African American who owns the establishment, and we already know how we feel about that. And we always want these businesses to succeed. And I was having a good time last night. I was having such a good time last night and congregating, fellowshipping, selling merch, getting our laugh on, and having a good time. I forgot one thing, guys. I had to go back home to Pennsylvania. It was a 2-hour drive from the back of Queens to where I live. And I didn't get home until after 3 o'clock in the morning. And here's the weird thing about it. I got home okay. I was a little tired, but I got home okay, thank God. There was no traffic out there. I was driving in the middle of New Jersey, heading west of Pennsylvania, because I live on the border. I live sort of like on the borderline of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So sometimes I think of it as just driving through the state of New Jersey, because once I get into Pennsylvania, practically home. And I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, whether if you drive or not, if you're in the car, if you even notice, there was a stretch of my distance, and I'm not staying on the show long, guys. I'm going back to sleep. I'll tell you why in a minute. There was a stretch of road where I was the only car on the road. And I was like, where's everybody at? On a Feel Good Friday, welcome to the Shawnee Place on up where you get your morning started, man. I was like, where the cars at? Where the cars at? In the chat room, hey, where the cars at? Turned down for what? Y'all remember we used to do that? Where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? I don't mean that was a bipolar moment. And I'm driving, and remember, it's late. It's like, oh, no, hold on. Now it's late. It's cold. I'm 25 miles away from home. I even turned the music down in the car because I got my, playing my favorite songs. Everybody got their own favorite songs, right? I turned the music down in the car because I noticed that I was the only car on the highway. And I looked at my rearview mirror, guys, and there was not one vehicle behind me. And usually at this time of night, sometimes there's a truck, tractor trailer. There's some type of commercial vehicle. There's something going on the road, especially on the highway. Now, I do understand when you get off your state road and your local road and you live somewhere far away or out of bounds. Shout out to Vanetta George. Like Vanetta, she would qualify for living like kind of like out of bounds, like off the highway and living up in the community where she lives. And that makes sense that, that at a certain time of night, you're not going to see any cars because most likely everybody's home. I'm not staying long today, guys, because I'll tell you why in a minute. But I'm on the major the interstate highway. I'm on 78 westbound, going to Pennsylvania, 25 to 30 miles away from the Pennsylvania state line. And there is not a car in sight. There's not a truck. It was me and Jesus. Have you ever been in that situation? And like I said, I turned the radio down. I'm going to get to Nicole Harris in a second. She's a lot of love. I turned the radio down because I noticed, I was like, where's everybody at? And we can also use that as a metaphor of like, where's everybody at in your life? Where was everybody? There was no one around but my higher power on a good Feel Good Friday. There was no one around. There was no friends. There was no family, no wifey, the dog, It was the universe and my car. And then I realized, I was like, even though you're by yourself on this highway, you are not by yourself. I was on the highway by myself, but I realized I wasn't by myself because I had the faith. I knew that everything was going to be okay. I knew that I did everything right to make sure that if I'm in this position where no one's around me or no one's to help me, that I was going to be okay. We all need help. And sometimes there's no one around. Have you been like that? Have you been in that situation? No one's around, but you have your faith in your God on a Feel Good Friday to know that you're going to get through this. And why did I turn the music down? I think maybe I'm just speculating. Maybe I turned that music down, so I need to center and concentrate and know that don't have any distractions. You know you focus when you drive and you turn the music down. Now I'm still going up the road a few more miles, and guess what? There's still there's nothing. There's no state troopers on the side of the road. You know, like in the shoulders or in the mediums, and there's a road running parallel to the highway. There's no cars. It is 2:15 in the morning. I don't see no tractor trailer. And then my next thought was, after knowing that I was by myself and I was okay, I was like, is the vehicle fine? Is the car okay? Have I done the right things throughout the day to make sure that this vehicle is okay? At the moment, the vehicle is okay. Why? Why is the vehicle okay on a Feel Good Friday? I'm not staying long because I got to go to the Poconos for the whole weekend. Why is the vehicle okay? There's several reasons why it led to that. Why? One, I was being responsible, or we were being responsible, or you or myself was being responsible to make sure that the vehicle or anything that we got going on in my life, in our lives, were working properly. We made sure we were responsible enough to make sure, in this case, that the vehicle was working properly. And sometimes we could take that a little farther. Sometimes we can. Like, what did we do? What responsible act did we do to make our day go seamless? What else did I do? I didn't procrastinate. Because throughout the years, procrastination always busts my ass throughout the years. Good morning, guys. God bless. I'm going to shout out Nicole Harris. I'm not staying long. You ever procrastinated, guys, on a Feel Good Friday? That's the killer right there. That procrastination is a dream killer, a reality killer, a denial. You sitting there cloth in denial because you won't act on a decision, and you wait, and then it's too late. So guess what? Maybe months back, I had something needed to be repaired with the car or some type of maintenance, and I didn't procrastinate, and I got it done. So I was responsible. I didn't procrastinate. I was doing the right thing. The universe said I was doing the right thing. So when I was by myself on the highway at 2:15 this morning, when nobody was around, only me and my God, I was okay. I was okay. So sometimes when we make it home, we say, thank God we made it home. But There's a process before that. There's a process before. It's easy to say that when you make it home, thank God you made it home. But there was a process before all of that happened, so you can say, thank God we made it home. Because there was a lot of components that was involved in you or myself getting home. Thank God for Jesus. I'm not staying long. So I started it off. What I said, I just want to take a moment just to say thank you, just to be grateful. And I know as you get, you age gracefully. I know. When I was 25, 30 years old, I wasn't talking this shit. When I was 30 years old, it was on and popping, on and popping, on and popping, on and popping. Come on. I rule the world. But what I always say, experience is like going to school. It's just sometimes the tuition is high. Experience is going to school, but sometimes the tuition is high. So we go through a lot in our lives, losses, wins, losses, ups and downs, to get to a point to where we can see what's in front of us. And then we tell the young folks, right? Because we were kids. Remember when we was kids? I'm gonna talk about Nicole Harris real quick and I'm gonna get out of here. And I want to talk about one story. Well, put a number in chat room when you was a kid and your mother or your father or your guardian told you something and they said, I've been through that, or I know already, I know what you've been, I've been through that. And we looked at them like they was crazy. When they've been through the whole situation 1,000 times before we was even born. And that's what they say when you age gracefully. Thank God that we are all here today, this morning. Rich Wilson, what's up? So yes, should we thank God all the time? But what part did we play in to get to that point? I'm not saying I'm perfect. Still make mistakes to this day. But some of the mistakes I make are repeated mistakes, right? I repeat the mistake. I know goddamn well what I'm doing is wrong. And that's another thing. That's the freedom. That's the freedom as you get older. When you're doing something wrong, you know damn well you're doing something. When we was younger, we were in denial about doing wrong, or we justified it, or we rationalized it when we did something wrong, right? It was somebody else's fault, or we was just assholes. But when you get a certain age, you know, if you blessed enough to know right from wrong, because that is true as well. Before I get out here, that is true as well. Some of us, even though we get a certain age, we don't know right from wrong. I got a cousin that lives is somewhere in the country. He's a year older than me. I'm 60. He's 61. He's a knucklehead. So sometimes just because you get older, that doesn't mean you age gracefully. You could still be a knucklehead in an old ass body. And I got some ratchet ass cousins and they old as hell. I wish I could say I had some ratchet ass cousins or friends and they were young. One of my cousins think he is still a thug. He's 60 something. He in his 60s. He got arthritis in both his knees, high blood pressure, everything. But he's still talking about he could knock a nigga out. Better knock out your medication. You better drink some water. Put number one in the chat room if you have a thug relative or just a knucklehead. Like, you love them to death, but they still assholes. Put a number one if you got a friend or a relative that's, you still love them. You still love them, but they're freaking knucklehead. You love them to death, but you're like, yo, I got a cousin of mine, friend of mine that live in New York, and he like, yo, I want to come out to Bethlehem, see what's going on out there. I said, no, your punk ass. No, we don't want you out here. Sister Soldier just put the hearts in the chat room. Guys, come on, let me stop talking. It's Sister Soldier. Everybody, if y'all don't mind, let's follow along the Queen, Shonda. And let's put these hearts in the chat room. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, turn down for what? For what? For what? Put number one chat room if y'all remember that. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, turn down for what? For what? For what? I made that song 8 years ago. We was in the studio, Well Hype Radio. DJ Swift, may he rest in peace, was our every morning DJ. He kept playing Lil Wayne, Turn Down for What? I don't know why he kept playing it. That was back in those days where Facebook and YouTube allowed us to play music. Cindy J was there. She was a original, Cindy obviously the family member. She was an original member. DJ Swift. And we had this other young lady. Man, I'm so embarrassed. I forgot her name. Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with me? And we was in the studio and we would go to these commercial breaks, and the show was formatted that way. And Swift would play it. And then I was like, turn down for what? For what? Where the hearts at? In the chat room. And Cindy J and all of them was like, what you singing? That sounds stupid. Next thing you know, we sung it for years. And we adored it and we loved it. And it's still part of what we do. So when Sister Soldier put those hearts in the chat room, it means a lot. See, it's the history of it all. This show has history, and I thank you guys for participating in this show throughout the years, where we've had bonded and we've had friendships in this show. And we there's folks in this room in this show, we're not friends no more for whatever reason, for the particular reason. Hey, some of the reasons are definitely valid. And some people come and go, which is fine. And then some of us stay here as the foundation of what we do. Is Princess Cox no pause in the chat room? Speaking of history, guys, do me a favor. Just your few folks in the chat room, God bless you. Just put how many years you've been listening to this show and supporting this show, if y'all don't mind. Shawn and J Music, she's in the chat room. She's been listening to the show for a long time from day one. I don't even remember how Shawn and J Music started listening to the show. Shawn, are you in the chat room? How did you start listening to the show? And Princess, we started doing the chat room member of the week. Princess was the first chat room member of the week. And this is a long time ago. And Shawn and J Music was the second chat room member of the week, way back in the day. So I appreciate you guys. And I want to, I've been mentioning, I'm not staying long. I'll tell you why, because they got a big R&B concert weekend in the Poconos. I live 40 miles up the road from the Poconos. I live in the Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Easton, Pennsylvania. I live over there. And then up the road is the Poconos. I used to live up there as well. I moved to Pennsylvania. This is my 20th year in the state of Pennsylvania. I moved out here in 2005 with my baby mother. And we moved to the Marshall Creek area in Pennsylvania, sold my house in 2013 and moved down here to the Lehigh Valley. But obviously, as you guys know, I'm originally from New York City. So, you know, even though I've been living in Pennsylvania, I'm still heavy New York swagged out. I'm the only Black man that live on my block. My neighbors are fascinated by me. Even to this day, they want to hear stories about the Bronx. I say now, tell them now, go on TikTok and Instagram, and you can see all the stories you want. And there's a big R&B concert that's going on with my man Marcus Watts. He's promoting a big event this weekend. It's an R&B workshop in the last 4 days. It's from tonight, Friday, all the way to Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday they got to check out. I'm staying there tonight and tomorrow night to perform and also sell my merchandise. There's gonna be like 5,000 people there. And they start checking in early, so I want to set up early. So it's gonna be I'm not even gonna be home. I already got my stuff packed up and I'm getting ready to get out of here. They got an early check-in for me, and thank God. And then the comedy show that I'm gonna do tonight is it starts at 11 p.m. And the fascinating thing about this event is that this is the type of event where literally everybody in there's over 60 years old, like me. You got some 90-year-olds, some 70-year-olds. But the fascinating part about these people party all night. When the last time you seen a 72-year-old partying all night? And it's nothing but love. So I got to go soon. And I'm tired, so I want to get up there and I want to go to sleep and then rest. And then, start working. Now, I've been mentioning this young lady's name throughout the show, right? And that's just one thing I want to talk about. There's some kill, shoot 'em up I want to talk about real quick. But I want to give a special shout out, guys. Now, yesterday, what did we do? We gave a special shout out to DJ Young Enough for his 36 birthday. 36 wedding anniversary to his beloved wife, and we all showed him love, and I thought that was really nice. And then Monday coming up, we want to show a sister soldier some love because it's her birthday. Shawn, what are you doing for your birthday? And Shonda, how did you run into this show? I can't remember. And if you met Shonda, she's a beautiful person. If you know her, you know what it is. She has no filter. But she's a beautiful person, and we are all truly grateful to have her amongst us on this show. Nicole Harris, where's my readers? Hold on, let me put my readers on. God bless. Nicole Harris, she writes 14 hours ago, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, where you get your morning started right. Where's the hearts at? Hashtag Throwback Thursday, hearts. And she has a picture of her with her beautiful self with the hoodie on. Guys, look at this. And the reason why I didn't get the hoodies yet, because I need a new design. I don't want to give you guys the same design because a lot of y'all got the same hoodies. So once I get the new design, let's give a shout out to Nicole Harris, who I guess the spirit caught her and say, let's show Harvey some love. And guys, if you ever seen Nicole Harris, man, she's a beautiful young lady, great spirit. And let's give her flowers. Not only give her flowers because she's rocking this fly ass black hoodie. I was prompted to put my hoodie on this morning, but I was just too tired. So I just want to give a special shout out to Nicole Harris for this lovely post, which I shared. If you can see, I shared it on my 40 minutes ago. I shared it on my page. So I want to say thank you so much for the acknowledgement, but I want to thank you for supporting this show through our ups and downs, and God bless. And again, guys, hang out for Monday because I'm like I said, I'm not standing. Hang out for Monday because Monday is Sister Soldier's birthday. I think it's her birthday. Chanda, your birthday is Monday, or is it? Let's talk to me. Because we definitely want to show her some love. She put the hearts in the chat room. And remember the other day, even though I felt bad and I talked to Princess about it, like I didn't know that when we took the vacation a week ago, whenever it was Princess' birthday, that Monday or that Friday, I can't remember, even though we did show Princess love. Now, before I go, because I gotta go. I was listening to this story. I just want to do a quick, is the hearts back in the chat room? Did I miss it? And shout out to my nephew, Lee Scott from Texas, and his beautiful wife, April, who I had the pleasure of meeting down in Dallas a few years back. And you know how much love we have for them guys in the chat room, all the way down from Texas. Well, he lives. And when Lee first joined the show, I can't remember. Lee was living in was it Virginia? No, Tennessee. Hold on. Before, hold on. Don't say nothing yet. DJ G Brew, what's up, brother? Hold on. Lee, before you say anything, let's play a game real quick. If we get it right, I'll cash app you $5. What state did our beloved nephew Lee Scott migrated from? What state? He moved to Texas. I can't remember. Lee, don't put nothing in the chat room. I can't remember what state he came from. He migrated from one state to the next. Remember, guys? And they moved down to Texas. And remember, he had the big snowstorm down there. That wasn't a snowstorm to us. And he moved his family down there and he started having all these kids. And I don't know if he still drives the bus, but what state, Shawn, I'm going to call you back because I'm using this device. What state did Lee Scott, our beloved, migrated from? Let me see if I could call her. Let's see. I got sisters. I gotta call you right. Give me a second. I gotta. Let me see if I could call you on this phone. Let me see. Shawn, I don't know if you got the same number. Is this
4, 5?
No, Shawn, you got so many new numbers. Let me see. No, it's the old number. I can't call you on this device. Neroma put Virginia or Maryland. Virginia. I don't think it was Virginia or Maryland. Guys, real quick, Lee, don't put it in there. I think it was Tennessee. I think Lee came from Tennessee. Oh, Sister Soldier put in Virginia. I don't think it was Virginia. I think it was Tennessee. Princess, no cheating. Where do you think he came from? Guys, where did he move to Dallas? He had to been down there for at least 5 years now. 4 years or 5 years, because I've seen him within 4 years. I say he came from Tennessee. All right, Lee. Oh wow, Trina. Good morning. Good morning. Yo, Trina, you in the chat room for real? Yo, God bless you, Trina. I need you back in this room. I saw you recently and we talked, and God bless. And I was just talking about being grateful. And when there's no one around, you have your higher power, and there's people that are in your life and they come in and out your life. And look, Trina showed up. Everybody showed Trina some love. Princess, what's Princess? See, Princess probably know where Lee migrated from. Everybody take a guess, regardless if you know him or not. I know it's on the eastern part of the United States. I think Lee came from Tennessee. Is it? Trina, God bless you. We were just talking about people that come in and out of our lives, man. And Trina, man, welcome, man. God, show Trina some love, man. She's been a part of this show for a minute. Nicole Harris, thank you. Now, I want to talk about something. Can I, before I leave, can I talk about some kill? Lee Scott, my beloved nephew, Lee, what state did you migrate from to head down to Texas? What state did you migrate from? What state, when you packed your family up and you moved down to Texas, I can't remember the state. Am I losing my memory? Hey guys, if you don't mind, everybody, welcome Trina Pink back into the chat room. Wait, Vanetta says, wait, let me put my readers on. Vanetta said, wasn't he from West Virginia? Yo. West Virginia? Why do I keep saying Tennessee? I don't think it was West Virginia, but all right, you got Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Tennessee. Trina, where do you think Lee came from? Let's get you right to work right now. Where did Lee Scott migrate from? And guys, if you ever met Trina Pink's beautiful young lady, lives up there in Rochester, New York, smart as hell, just a great heart, great person. Every time I go up to Rochester, I always see her. God bless her. The Godfather Solo, we want to know what state did Lee Scott migrate from? I say it's Tennessee. Lee, where are you, sir? Before I leave, can I talk about a little kill, choppy chop? This story fascinates me. The only place on earth where you get your morning started right. What's up, guys? The Godfather Solo, man, God bless, man. These are your folks, man. What would I do without you folks? You guys keep me going. I say that all the time. There was a guy who was a married guy, white guy, and he found out that his wife was having an affair with some real estate dude in Washington, D.C. They're from, well, what did Princess say? I'm rocking with Vanetta. She don't forget. She sure don't. Vanetta don't forget nothing, and she'll be the first one to tell you who died. She got a Vanetta will tell you who died before they died. Celebrity died. Vanetta's they will report to us someone died, and the celebrity's like, I didn't die yet. Everybody, let's show Trina some love. Please, please, if y'all don't mind. If you'll know her or not. Once again, shout out to Nicole Harris. Thank you so much. I just want to show you some extra love like we showed Young and Nut a lot of extra love. And on Monday, God willing, I want us to show more love to our beloved official moderator of the chat room, Sister Soldier. I'm going to talk about a little kill before I go. And I'm tired as hell. I'm telling you, you can hear them. I'm done. Shout out to Miss Miko and Janice Segure. And guys, I'll give you a Cindy J update. I spoke to Cindy J recently, and she's doing well. Uh, and I see recently she's posted on social media. She loves the show. She loves all of us, and we love her. Cindy and I continuously. We continue our relationship. We're really good friends, of course. I've always said I've looked at Cindy J as a daughter. You guys know that. Um, our relationship is still the same. Actually, our relationship has grown a little bit. Cindy J plays a big part in my life and all of us, and some of us, and Cindy's doing well. So let's give an honorable mention to our beloved, our one and only Cindy J, who it's really a gratifying feeling. Before I get into the kill, it's a gratifying feeling when you disconnect from somebody, whether if it's contractually, recreationally, or in a love relationship, and you disconnect from that business part of it or that personal part, and you still can remain respectable and loving towards each other. Like, that was just such an easy transition. Like, we had a conversation, and I mean, it would hurt me and it hurt her, that she had, a life got in the way where she, wasn't able to commit 100% to the show. And you know how Cindy is, she's 100% committed, and, like, she's a rock star on this show, and that's no denying that. But the greatest part of this whole equation with the beloved Cindy is that when we made this transition on this show, that we did it in so much harmony and so much love and so much love. Sometimes breakups can be mutual, and it's not a breakup, but you know what I'm saying. Like, as far as us doing what we do here each and every day, and I will always respect that young lady who, like I said, I look at as a daughter. I always say I'm 20 something years older than Cindy. And this woman will always play, but just like the rest of you guys, will always play a part in my life. And we do speak on a regular, almost daily basis. So shout out, man. Shout out to Cindy J. No question about it. Now, and Cindy's a trooper, man. She's the number one. I love that chick. No question about it. And shout out, now let's keep going. Shout out to Miko. Y'all know how I feel about Miko. I shared it publicly when we did the podcast event. And now, we have our new rising star, Janice, and God has blessed us with her. Remember, I put a bunch of other folks up here to see how they would do on this show. And you guys have rejected a lot of these folks. Now, before I leave, I want to talk about, if y'all don't mind, just a little chop them up, kill. Danielle Williams, God bless. Now look at this. We got Danielle Williams and Vanetta George in the chat room at the same time. I'm going to clap for that before I get out of here. And look at, like black folks say, look at God. I was really supposed to be on this thing for 10 minutes. I'm at minute 44. I'm supposed to be on this 10 minutes, out of here and gone. But the Spirit has allowed me to continue on. And shout out to all you guys. And I hope you guys are safe and have a great weekend. Now, this story fascinated me because the husband who lived in, where's Lee? Hey, guys, where's Lee Scott? Because we need to know what state he migrated from. Guys, tune in on Monday. We got an action-packed show, and we're going to celebrate Sister Soldier's birthday as well. Because we always, we did that in the past. We always celebrated our listeners and our supporters' birthday, and thank God And I was thinking, I see LaShawn Haynes Jones in the chat room, and it's such a blessing because I just remember that time when Princess had um his viewing for HBO, the Quad Gods, right? Quad Gods. And it was in the West Village in Manhattan, and it was in the afternoon, and obviously Princess and his whole crew was a very successful weekend, and we all met there, and it was LaShawn Haynes Jones, Vanetta George, and myself, and we were sitting together. And this, and I don't mean to store it off a minute, but I mean to change the subject for a minute, but it was funny because for some reason for me, and listen, I'm sitting next to LaShawn Haynes Jones and Vanetta George, both beautiful women. Well, I consider these women my sisters, but they're both very beautiful young ladies, right? But for some reason, I was sitting there with them, and in this theater, I thought the chairs were small. I think in some of these like theaters, those little small theaters, the chairs. I don't know if it was me. I thought the chair was tight. I thought I was sitting in a small chair, and we all sat together, and we enjoyed. I don't know why I brought that. I don't know. I'm just all over the place. But I just thought about Danielle and Vanetta being in the chat room at the same time, and then all of a sudden I'd see LaShawn, and I know it's just weird. I just brought that up. Back to the choppy chop. There was a white man from Boston, one of them successful guys, working guy, and his wife, right? They were living together, right? She gets in an affair with a real estate agent in Washington, D.C. The husband finds out that they're in a relationship. And on New Year's Eve, she went down to D.C. to visit the side dude, right? She visited the side dude. And the husband found out, right? And then she came back home. And unfortunately, January the 4th, 2023, this chick has been missing. Now they got him on videotape with garbage bags. He chopped the broad up and dismembered her. This woman hasn't been seen since. And the thing that fascinates me, because the Nordics, the Babylonians, the white guys, shout out to the white guys, when they get mad and upset with their wives or their girlfriend, happen to make a decision to have another penis in their mouth, white guys will chop a bitch up and put them in plastic bags and throw them away. Black and Latino guys, we usually don't do that. That's not in our spirit. What we usually do on the average, we'll just leave and start up another family. I know Harvey's done that plenty of times. I never had the desire to chop a broad up. I never even thought of chopping the broad up. And this guy, right, who has the ways and means and doing really good in his life, couldn't take the fact that his woman and the guy, the boyfriend, the side dude was a good-looking man, and she went on out there, ventured off, and put another penis in her mouth. Now, should she have lost her life for that? No, no, fellas. I know it must hurt. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. Back in the day, I've shared this story plenty of times. Back in the day, one of my partners was like, yo, I'm leaving because you cheat too much. I'm going to go put another penis in my mouth and I'll be back. Watch the kids. Chick came back with stains on her forehead. I had to eat that. But there was that one time that I said, I'm going to chop this broad up. Who does that? So I just wanted to bring that up. Like, who? And then not only that, they come in, he's in, the trial is going on right now. But I thought that was fascinating that, the Babylonians, they love to chop up their wives. Like, how do you make that decision, LaShawn Haynes Jones and all the others? As a man or woman, how do you go? How do you wake up in the morning? You know what? I'm about to chop this bitch up. How do you wake up in the morning and go, and look at your woman, whoever she is, I know, she already had opinions about, but how do you look at it and go, 3 o'clock, I'm about to chop your bitch ass up? How do you do that? How do you make that decision? How do you put it on the calendar? This bitch gotta go. I'm gonna chop this bitch out. Hold on, let me go to the store. Let's see. I'm all over the place, guys. I'm supposed to. Let's see. Which one is it? Let's see.
How do you plead guilty to disposing of a body but not admit to murder? That's just what 50-year-old Brian Walsh did in the case of his missing wife, Anna Walsh.
Mr. Walsh, did you in fact willfully remove or convey the body of Anna Walsh or her remains, not being lawfully authorized to do so?
Yes, Your Honor.
Walsh's attorney made it very clear, however, what he was not pleading guilty to.
He did impede and obstruct the criminal investigation into the disappearance of Anna Walsh. We obviously object, and he's not admitting to and murder.
His murder trial is still continuing, despite Walsh pleading guilty to lesser charges of misleading police and improper conveyance or dismemberment of a human body.
Do you now plead guilty to these indictments willingly and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
A search for Anna Walsh started after her employer reported her missing on January 4th, 2023. Her husband told investigators he'd last seen her leaving their home for a work emergency in D.C. on New Year's Day. He was arrested 4 days later that month, charged with her murder. In his arraignment, investigators revealed more disturbing details of his Google search history.
Now, she said more details with his Google search history. I'm going to show you that one in a minute. Not only, you see what he did? He pled guilty for obstruction of the evidence, but not murdering the chick. See, the white guys be getting away with a lot of that. If it was us blacks and Latinos on that stand, they would be throwing all that out. You're guilty. You're going to jail for 1,000 years. But he's trying to navigate through this. He's saying, hey, listen, hold on. Yeah, I got rid of the bloody clothes, but I didn't kill this bitch. Yeah. You got to understand. Yeah, you guilty, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got rid of the clothes. I don't know where this bitch at. But here's his problem right here. If you're going to chop and kill somebody, don't go online and research it. Look what the attorney says.
Is it better to throw away crime scene clothes or wash them? Google search. How to clean blood from a wood floor? Google search. Can I use bleach to clean my wood floors from blood stains? Google search. What does bleach do to dead bodies? Google search. I want to get away with murder? ? Use special detergent / Discover magazine.
What's special detergent? What special detergent are you using? Name me some detergents out there, guys. You doing store brand? You doing Tide? Oh, let me hear this again.
Is it better to throw away crime scene clothes or wash them? Google search.
Is it better to throw away crime scene clothes or wash them? All this, sir, because your wife put another penis in her mouth?
Is it better to throw away crime scene clothes or wash them? Google search. How to clean blood from a wood floor? Google search.
How to clean blood from a wood floor? Boy, when you start asking questions like that, there's something wrong. And why would you go online and ask a question to the universe? They store all the information. It's right there. Why would you even, you supposed to, you can't, matter of fact, you can't go nowhere. What if you want to read a book about it? You can't go to the library because they're going to see you going in the library. You got to figure this out.
Is it Better to throw away crime scene clothes or wash them. Google search. How to clean blood from a wood floor. Google search. Can I use bleach to clean my wood floors from blood stains? Google search.
Can I use bleach to clean up things on the floor? This guy needs to spend the rest of his life in jail, for real. Bro, I know it hurts. I get it. You can't stop nature. It happens. Women are out here cheating there. Yeah, we know. Men are out here cheating too, right? But if it happens to you and you get caught, and you catch your partner doing it, don't chop the bitch up. Get you another bitch. Or vice versa with the I know there's a shortage of men out there, get another man. Or y'all could just have this, like what they call it an open relationship. I don't know. But the last thing you want to do is chop a chick up. And that's terrible. This is still a mom. She got kids. You got that angry at her, man, and chopped her up. And come on, let's think about it. Let's do the math. Like, what is it? 1 to every 35 women equals a man. Like, what's the ratio? Ladies, what's the ratio? Is it 1 out of 10 men for women? What's the ratio of men, 1 man to available women? What is that? 1 in 7? 1 in 5? What is it? What number is that? And why does the Nordics always got to chop up their broads? What is that about? It takes a lot of energy to do that, man. And all of a sudden, and think about it. So you're mad at your wife, you kill her. This woman has no enemies, no drama, nothing in her life. There's no one else that's going to sit there and go, I'm going to kill this woman. Don't you know you immediately become the suspect right there? Like, nobody, this is, she cheated, but should she lose her life for it? No. What do you guys think in the comments? He should spend the rest of his life in jail. Like, he's admitted to getting rid of the clothes, but not the body. If these jurors really have any kind of sense, I wish I was on that program. I wish I was on that jury. You're guilty, sir. Yeah, she had another penis in her mouth. She flew down to DC. She got the boyfriend. I don't know. I don't know how reckless she was. But still, she shouldn't have lost her life. Even if she told him, I'm going to DC for my side dude. Even her saying that is still not justification for you to chop her up. You go down to DC, go get back something. It's easy. I'm not advocating for it. I'm a married guy. But I'm just saying, listen, she's going to go out there and put a penis in her mouth and snatch something up. You go back into the days when you was young and you was out here in the streets and things was out here popping. You go back to the popping days. Get you a new outfit, put some new kicks on, get a haircut, wash the car, and go out there where it's popping. This dude went to Home Depot, got bleach. You just put on some new Air Force Ones and you got a new outfit, went to the game and pull out your Amex card, flexed in front of the bitch. You could have did that while she was in DC with her new man. That's all. That was easy. He in Home Depot in the hardware section. He in the plumbing section at Home Depot. Where's the Drano at? I almost spit my coffee out. Oh my God. Oh God. Shawn J. Music said he has serious money issues. All right. Okay. Say that is the motive. Say that is. You're gonna chop up your wife? So Shawn J. Music, he has serious money issues. So I guess he don't have that problem no more. He's gonna go to jail. And if he has serious money issues, right? I agree with you, Shawn J. Music. He got to pay for lawyers. When you do crimes like this, you got to pay for lawyers. Obviously, he got the money to do it. They say crime don't pay. They say crime don't pay. You chopped up your wife because she had another penis in her mouth when you could have got one of the Godfather Sola's outfits, one of them fly-ass outfits. And you could have hung out with him at some type of event in Brooklyn this Saturday night and begged you something. So now you don't have money issues. You got jail. You got time issues now. Yeah, go back outside. And what's that? Before I leave, what's that number again, guys? For every man, it's how many women available to every man? What's that? 1 out of 10? What is number is that? 1 out of 14? You could have went around the corner and snatched something up. You're a Babylonian. That means you drive a Subaru. You could have went around the corner to the Starbucks, bagged something quick. Shawn J. Music said it's 30 women to 1 man. Shawn J. Music just said, Sister Soldier, that's Sister Soldier? Sister Soldier said, is that 30? Where are my readers? What's my readers? 30 women to 1 man. 30. This dude is a knucklehead. 30. That's a football team. You're supposed to sit in the corner, cry like a baby. I've cried over women before. You're supposed to cry, brush your shoulders off, and go back outside. Sir, the numbers and the math is in your favor. Sister Soldier said, 1 woman, 30 men for 1 woman, bro. All right. I know I'm gonna put them on. Okay, we're done. I was supposed to do 15 minutes, but look, like black folks say, look at God. I'm gonna head up to the R&B concert. I'm gonna sit up there for a minute. I'm gonna go take a nap, go to sleep, or walk the dog. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna take the dog for the daycare for the weekend because my wife's got to work this weekend, so he's gonna go away as well. Guys, we truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Fish and Wiggle team, only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, it's your boy Harvey. My last word is today for Friday, this December the 5th, is as appreciation. I truly appreciate all of you for tuning into this show throughout the years. And you guys are not listeners or supporters. You guys are family members. And we are all in this together. So that's my last word. We are all in this together. And we are not by ourselves. We have our higher power, your God, however you identify that higher power. And you have a group of good folks in this chat room. And that's the blessing. So guys, I am out here. Let's go back to sleep when I get over there. And I'll see you guys later and be safe, man. And I'll see you guys on Monday. And don't forget, guys, Monday, let's show Sister Soldier some love. I'm out.